Was that the leaf or is that the leaf?
I think the green bit's the leaf.
You think that's the leaf?
Yeah, I think.
Well, that's all white. Why is that coming up?
I think that's just like the sheath.
That's gonna be so white, babe.
I don't think it's gonna be super white. I think it's gonna be. Look at the
stalk. Yeah.
That is pretty cool looking candy strap.
Remember, this was your idea.
This was a really bad idea. Now that I'm doing it, it doesn't seem like a good idea.
I'm not involved in content brainstorming. I'm just involved in the execution.
You're involved in the content brainstorming because because you are.
Deep breath. I may need one more.
What's up, plant nerds? Today is the video that some of you have been waiting for, and it is my top 5 plant channel pet peeves video. And I'd just like to preface this video with some thoughts.
Disclaimer.
Some disclaimers, if you will. When I started a channel on YouTube, I had to make a lot of decisions. Am I gonna be the type of YouTuber that doesn't show their face? Or am I going to show my face? And these are things that I actually talked to you about when I first started the YouTube channel. I said, I don't really want to have my face in it. You know what I mean? Like, that was a big debate, you know? And once I did decide to have my face in it, was I gonna wear makeup? Was I going to
wear a mask?
wear a scream mask, you know, or something?
Blur it out all the time.
Right. You just have to make a lot of decisions when you're first starting to do your YouTube channel. Another thing that you have to decide when you're starting a YouTube channel is you're going to be letting others blindly judge you. So anybody that you know in your life, family members, cousins, the pastor at your local church.
What's up, Jacob, if you're watching?
All these people are gonna be watching you, right? And you have to, in theory, well, nosy people who know you in particular are definitely gonna be watching you. That's my philosophy. So, not to say that those people are nosy or anything.
I'm just saying.
That most people who know you personally and you have a YouTube channel, they're very curious to know, like, what is actually happening on the internet right now. I would, if I had friends that had YouTube channels, I'd watch every single one of their videos. Plants.
Well, my pet peeves is too many disclaimers to start a video.
Plants are my hobby, and I wanted to talk about my hobby on YouTube, but you know, you have to make a decision when you're gonna do that and decide who are you gonna project. You know, are you going to be you, like 100% you? Are you going to be 50% you?
Or are you going to be fake?
Or are you going to be
put out a persona
fake?
That's not real?
These are real, legitimate decisions. People make lots of money on YouTube being completely fake, and everyone knows.
Not that that's a bad thing, but they're putting on a shtick, kind of their on-stage personality.
Right, it's like a decision that you make. And how much of myself am I going to show, you know, to the internet, you know, because it's a big deal, you know, your exes can be watching. It's like everybody's, you know, just know that everyone's watching
everything that you're doing.
I actually, in all reality, I have a little bit of a potty mouth. So on this channel, I don't. So on this channel, I decided when I first started this channel that I wasn't going to cuss and I wasn't going to do things like that, mostly because my boys watch, you know what I mean? And I don't really want to set a bad example.
How do you think you've done on that goal?
I think I've done pretty good. And anytime I think that I have done it, I've made an effort to either bleep it out or chop it up. At least to where you only get the beginning of it. You're only getting the shh and not the, you know, the last bit.
Curious.
I think
You've only cussed one time so far on this video, so.
Have I really?
Are you serious?
What did I say? And then I eventually had to come to a realization that, you know, I had to be as much myself as I possibly could while doing this channel, you know, without being, I don't want to be deeply offensive to anybody, obviously. You know, I just want
to be shallowly offensive.
That's what I'm aiming for. All I'm trying to do is be creative and make content that I enjoy, that if I were watching plant videos that I would want to watch. Now, I think my pet peeves that I have lined up are a lot different than y'all's pet peeves that you had lined up. Who are you gonna be? Are you gonna be yourself, or are you gonna be afraid? Are you gonna be afraid of what others are gonna think? Are you gonna let the fear of what other people might think about your video ideas keep you from making videos? It was awkward when we were talking about doing this video. We got a little bit worried, you know what I mean? Because I was like, oh, well, I like the idea and it sounds like a fun video to make. However, I don't want people to be upset with me because I've done this video. And I just decided I can't make videos like that. If I'm gonna be making videos on YouTube for years to come, I've gotta be myself and I have to make content that I wanna make, which includes and is not limited to things like hair videos. I have a Christmas party coming up very soon. I have to dye my hair. Nail videos, because I'm looking for that Jeffree Star blinged out nail look for the Christmas party. And by the way, how many times did you guys cry watching the Shane finale for the Jeffree X Shane video series?
At least 3.
Casey has zero idea what I'm talking about.
A warning to you guys that watch my channel.
If you're not into other videos and other content like that, I don't expect you guys to watch it, but it is something that I would like to do because YouTube's a creative outlet for me. All that being said,
Here we go.
strap in.
Bitches.
That's 2. I'm gonna count that.
Because we're about to talk about some pet peeves. Rachel with heart-shaped leaves, serving up the realness. All right, so we'll start off with some pet peeves that were sent in on my Instagram.
Now these are your pet peeves that we hadn't gotten to.
Not my pet peeves. No, we'll do mine last. I only had one pet peeve in common with you guys, so this is pretty weird. Also, learning experience for someone who makes plant channel videos, because wow, do you really get a window into what people
Yeah,
Let's do it.
We're not offended, by the way, because some of the stuff we would agree with. Some of our pet peeves are things that we've done as well. I critique it.
He does critique it.
Honestly.
Honestly and at length. First Instagram pet peeve. Too much of one kind of video, like 15 unboxings in a row. So, I've done my fair share of unboxings.
I think there was one stretch where we said we probably ought to throw something other than an unboxing in here because we've done like 3 in a row.
Should have called this video us getting weirded out by everybody's pet peeves. One person said intro songs, not my thing, which is unfortunate because I think just about every YouTuber that I know of.
Yeah, and if you don't have music, sometimes what you find is it's kind of boring. It doesn't look right when you're,
On intro?
If there's just no music, it's like boring.
Yeah, it's us.
That's my opinion.
Us critiquing your pet peeves is what we should have called it. When plant tubers title every video rare blank just because a plant is expensive.
So let's talk about what is rare.
Well,
my definition of rare is if I Google search it and I can't find it on any primary site and it's always out of stock, and I do that 2 or 3 times over the course of a few weeks or a month and it's never in stock, to me that's rare.
Sometimes we use the term uncommon and I feel like that's a different kind of level, but when people don't give basic care instructions, I know we all live in different climates, but still. So, another one I'm guilty of. I don't give basic care instructions for everything.
But that is on our list of maybe doing a series of some care videos.
Also true, and every single time I read one of these, I'm like, I should probably do that.
Yeah.
Channels with rare in every title and thumbnail, especially when they don't show actual rare stuff. So, I don't have the same complaint, so.
Check out this rare pothos that I got at Lowe's.
I don't know, I don't experience that. I don't think I've ever clicked on one and it not actually had a rare plant in it, so can't relate. Does videos at Lowe's or Home Depot. Cringy face. So, done it, been there, done that, made those videos, and I'll probably make a few in the future, so.
Yep. You never know. Sometimes you go to Lowe's and they've got a plant that's like, where did this come from? Like we've never seen this here before.
I'm always hitting up
and then
Lowe's
you wish
and Home Depot.
you wish you would have been recording it because it's interesting.
Especially because I've kind of been hearing through the grapevine that Costa Farms, who supplies a lot of the plants to those places, are kind of getting wind of there being a houseplant boom right now. So when you do go, I think you are actually able to find some pretty cool stuff down there. Not knowing the names of their own plants. So I'm guilty. I definitely have some I don't know the names of. Another one is shopping should be if you find something cool, it's an actually cool place, so slow down. So there are a ton of these that I got. Slow down, camera panning too fast, I get seasick and car sick.
Idiot.
I get seasick from watching it, and I think a lot of people watch it at night in bed, and I think that makes it worse.
And we've done that too. Some of our earlier videos, we kind of talked about, you know, when you're there and you're watching it and you're looking at something, you're like, wow, look at this. It's real easy to move it. You move it as fast as you're moving your head, which is too fast for the viewing.
Yeah, and I feel like even my latest like philodendron like updates and monstera updates, I feel like those maybe have not had the best camera work. We bought a gimbal, but it's just, we've been having troubles with it. Plant shopping videos. How many darn Lowe's and Home Depots are we going to see? A lot.
Real talk.
Lowe's and Home Depot. I can see where everybody's kind of getting tired of it too. So I can see both sides of it, right? It's a struggle for plant content, and at the same time, it's like, how many Lowe's and Home Depot videos are we gonna watch? You know what I mean?
Right.
It
is hard to come up with something new to do.
The candy dishes on both sides of the table are
Equally full.
and they're equally as irritating.
As
I
a viewer,
totally
we
get it.
get that. As a content creator, it's like,
Right.
what are we
I'm
going
a
to talk
viewer
about
and
today?
creator, so I totally get it on both sides. Endless small talk.
Whoops.
All capitals giveaways.
Next.
Long and drawn.
Time out. Let's talk about the giveaway. Let's go back to that for a second.
I don't think so.
We kind of got approached on the two of the giveaways that we've done, and they just kind of fell in our lap and happened.
That's true.
We did not necessarily push for it. We weren't asking for it. So outside of that, I think we did one giveaway.
We did
on our own.
One, right?
We did one giveaway on YouTube, and I think she did one giveaway on Instagram,
right.
early on, and then the last two have been kind of presented to us.
Completely conflicted on giveaways as well. Let me tell you guys, like, I'll tell you a lot that there's two sides of me. I have a yin side and a yang side. I don't like onions, but I like onion rings. You know what I mean?
She likes twice baked potatoes but doesn't like sour cream. She likes the taste of sour cream if it's mixed into the food, but if she can see the white, she doesn't like it.
Right, and that's how I feel about giveaways. Does that make sense? Long and drawn out plant tours with a shaky camera. Yeah. When people have to touch and grab every single plant in the store. Now I'm going to tell you that one does bother me a little bit too. Although also guilty of it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to touch every plant, but I don't think anyone else should touch every plant.
You're one of the few. You're the chosen few.
I'm like one of 10 people that should be touching plants.
I'll touch whatever I want to touch.
Plant shopping, but only showing their wrist or the pot of the plant. So also guilty of that. For a lot of plant tours, you're so busy looking at whatever you're doing that you don't show the actual plant.
Yep. If you've ever tried to film a sporting event with a kid or someone that you're going to watch, and you're trying to film it, and they're moving down the court, and you're like, and then you know, it's kind of the same thing. It's hard to focus on two things at the same time.
Defending ourselves basically against all of these pet peeves. Do you realize that? Like, we're giving excuses for all the pet peeves. They do come with me videos. Wow, I could not figure out how that was supposed to be. But only show what they like. They skip over half the stuff. Had that pet peeve before and also done it before.
But what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to skip over the stuff that doesn't draw your eye.
That doesn't draw your eye.
You're going to focus on the stuff that you're attracted to. And
it's true, but I've also been I've been like, ooh, what was that over there? Oh, you know what I mean? But also have skipped things. So it kind of bugs me when people pronounce plant names wrong. Now, I'm just going to stop right there because that was the majority of these complaints.
Really?
People are really upset in general about YouTubers not pronouncing plant names correctly.
You mean like the emphasis on the wrong syllable?
That's correct, sir. They want common names. They kind of want Latin names. They kind of want you to make an effort to try to do those things correctly, which...
Oh, s'il vous plaît, senor.
Yes, it can be irritating sometimes when I'm watching stuff and they don't know the name of it. But at the same time, I don't know the name of everything, so...
Here I am, a Libra, in the middle of the fence area, you know, just trying to tell you guys what the pet peeves are.
But also not
Pointing
wanting
the finger
to pick
back
a
at
side.
us.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
we do
can
some of
see
this stuff.
everybody's
It's
point.
easy for some of these things to slip out. You get too many plants in your house, you're not going to know the names of all of them.
When people claim that it's a plant tour video, but it's not. So I've also put the word tour to be like...
Technically, I did that because I do
But it is my bedroom.
I know.
So I don't know. I mean,
It's an updated tour of your this. I don't know.
I'm going to retitle this, Rachel in her feelings while reading pet peeves. Because that's all
Wishy-washy.
Okay, so here's some of the, one more thing I just wanted to say real quick is that I also got a couple of heartfelt, like, please don't do this comments about the pet peeves video because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And I purposefully left things out that I thought were too revealing or too pointed
or a particular person.
Or if I knew immediately who they were talking about, I didn't use it because I thought, well, if I know who they're talking about, then you guys will know who they're talking about.
So we did listen to you. We're just trying to work it in a way to where it's not obvious.
But I felt like, right, I'm not gonna just...
But yours are coming. Your specific ones are coming, and they may be a little bit more pointed.
My specific ones, yeah. Stick around to the end
Brace
of the video.
yourself.
They're not. Shut up.
Scared the crap
They're not
out of me
that
when I read
bad.
them.
They're not that bad.
Yeah.
So now for my pet peeves. So number 5, and mine are a lot less.
Oh, we're gonna work our way up from the bottom. You ready?
So mine, I think, are a lot less intense for the first 3.
Okay.
The final 2 are pretty
so.
intense. So would I change the channel because you're doing this? Only for number 1. They're not that big of a deal. If you do these things, who gives a crap? Everybody has pet peeves. So number 5 is dead air. Here's the thing, some people haven't advanced in their software yet or their editing capability, and some people aren't even interested in doing that, and more power to you if that's how you feel about it. But if you're trying to get better with every video that you make and you do use editing software, maybe make an effort to get some of the dead air out of there, because that helps us when we're watching not to... Everyone's got a certain level of ADHD and we don't want to get distracted.
We're all easily distracted and have super short attention spans.
Comment section's been lit lately.
Number 4 would be over-apologizing. Sometimes when I'm watching plant tuber videos, they can't even get through one sentence without apologizing for like anything they say or terms they use, or it just seems like it's a constant, like one sentence in and then 3 sentences
You
back.
should never apologize for anything.
Never apologize.
I'm sorry.
I think that's because of the way our culture is right now and our society is. It's like if you say one word or one thing that you think might be offensive in 9 universes away from here, then you have to correct yourself so that a-hole in your comment section doesn't come in and be like, I didn't actually say it that time though. And they say something messed up and you're like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean, or whatever. So
it usually stems from people being overly worried about offending somebody when you're not trying to, and it's not really offensive, but that one person might make a big stink about it.
Yeah, you know, videos like these that make you real paranoid about what you're doing and what you're saying. Just be confident in what you're saying. Number 3 is troll tolerance in the comment section. If we haven't touched on that yet, let's touch on it now.
Troll tolerance.
So my idea of troll tolerance is when on plant tuber videos, because I'm a comment reader myself, so if I go through the comment section and I can see that someone has been very ugly to them in the comment section, I hate it that that person isn't like deleted and blocked and banned. It irritates me so bad to see other people treating the people in the plant community like crap. But it's also
for no reason whatsoever.
But it also is kind of irritating to me to see them kind of tolerate it to a certain degree. They don't deserve to watch your channel anymore at that point. And that's the cool thing about being your own producer, is that you can do that. you have control over who sees your channel and who doesn't. So I just wish more people would kind of be more zero tolerance policy about their comments.
If you see a comment that you think is kind of a snarky comment on ours, it's already past our scrutinizing eye. That's why it's
so
still
true.
there. Because if it was too shitty, you wouldn't see it, because it would have been deleted and they'd have been banned from watching any or
It's so
commenting.
true. And sometimes I give myself a good 24 hours. So number 2.
Oh, here are the two. The top
Here
two.
are the top 2 that are going to get people a little in their feelers.
I'm reading her list and it still doesn't make any sense.
It's a comment thought. That's what.
Oh, it's because you spelt it wrong.
Do you know what a thought is?
You just got it spelled THOT.
For that hoe over there. Not
Did not know that. I thought it was
a comment thought. In my eyes, I coined this term, by the way, is a YouTube creator who will go to larger YouTube channels and do everything but leave a link to their own videos in the comment section.
Yeah. All their comments say, "Look at me, look at me."
It's okay to be a part of the community. Matter of fact, whatever you do, it's okay.
You do you, okay?
What I'm saying is that if every single video that a larger creator makes, you're going and you're leaving literally everything except for a link to your channel, I feel like that's kind of offensive to the larger creator. Like on Facebook, you can't make a post in search of something, right? And then someone says, oh, here's the thing that I found for you. And then someone come up and swoop it up. It's like a weird thing. It's a weird social interaction to do that all the time. You know what I mean? So I call that being a comment thought. I'm just saying, you guys be the judge. I mean, I'm not saying commenting in general. I comment on lots of bigger people's videos than mine. Kaylee Ellen's, Harley G's, Plantarina. I'm not talking about commenting. I think you guys know what I'm talking about though. And for my number 1 pet peeve that you guys are really gonna hate me for, so I am really gonna be prepared for that. T and A.
T and A.
I don't want to see you T's and I don't want to see your A's. So a lot of times, not even a lot of times, sometimes in videos, girls will be bent over and look, it's cool. It's your YouTube video. These are my pet peeves. You know, if that's what you do you, once again. But if I am looking directly at your mountainside for like a good 35 seconds, the chances are I'm not gonna finish watching that video. Conversely, if 3/4 of your cheek are hanging out of your shorts, I'm probably not gonna finish the video.
I don't want to see it.
I got my own, I don't need to see yours. And plus, sometimes I watch videos with Casey and I don't want him seeing you T's and yays either. I've probably only seen it total in a long time of watching plant videos. You know what I'm talking about. We're talking about centimeters away from a real problem. And you know, everybody's like, oh, I can hear everybody right now going,
People should be allowed to show the T's and the A's while they're talking about the plants.
it's just natural. Plants are natural,
And you
your
are allowed
T's are
to.
natural, and your A's are natural, and you are allowed to, and that is cool that you do that, but I'm just not gonna watch it.
That was the number 1.
That was it.
That's probably the one that I hear
That's
about
an exhausting video. This was definitely a long form video where, you know, hey, by the way, only 4 people I think said they didn't want to see this video.
Yep.
Everyone else voted to see the Pet Peeves video. Some of it was predictable. I hope it was as juicy as you hoped that it would be. Next time.
And it didn't point anybody out directly.
I don't think it did either. So, I mean, I think we kept it pretty chill and pretty general. All a bunch of mistakes that we've all made before. So, my next video will be, since you guys requested it, the spider mite technique video. So, be looking out for that. And we will catch you on the flip side. Peace out. Later, taters.
Bye.